What is going on, Zinger Nation? Welcome, everyone, and welcome to the Biotech Buzz, the show where we talk all your favorite biotech stocks. Excuse me for that stumble. Vivi, why don't you come on screen? What is going on, Vivi?
Nothing. Just I got my shirt, coffee until cocktails. You know.
There we go. I got my coffee right here.
How are you?
Keeps me fueled. I'm doing good. Doing good. You know. Just another day in the office, but the market is looking good today, so, so that's good for all of us.
I promised people I was gonna do a dance, so I'll do a dance. Woo, woo. Now I have to be like here. Woo, 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 woo. Market is good today, and this is my stocks. So do you want to pull up BCRX?
Absolutely, let's do that. So BCRX, how we looking today? Welcome, welcome. Cocktails until cocktails. All right, if that's how you want to see it, I respect it. All right, BCRX.
I like to start with my coffee, that's for sure. So yeah, so I want to talk about, if you look at the chart, very healthy chart. I've been banging the table since 450. I believe that this is going to be a $100 company in 5 years. It's a monster in the making. They're, just to put things in perspective, if you look at their sales launch, for example, for BCRX versus, which is another long position of my AUPH, they did $10 million in sales for the first quarter, and then AUPH did, Arena did like $2 million. But if you think about it, I mean, this is during COVID, right? With access to doctors that were really, really hard. So I can pretty much almost guarantee you guys that they are going to be earnings. So the next earnings report is going to be August, like beginning of August. And I wanted to tell you guys that the analysts predict just with their oiler whale drug, the one for HAE, they can still be a $50, $70 stock. I believe that we will see 20 this summer, no doubt about it. So I predicted 20 by summer. So very excited about BCRX. I've been accumulating my position. I've been adding every time I make money in the market, I put towards BioCrest. I feel like this is going to be my ticket for retirement. So I'm very, very bullish here. Believe it or not, you guys, it's still the upside, still tremendous. So I've been pounding the table since 450, but I'll still pound the table at a 1431 that this is going to be a huge winner. And then wanted to talk about KMPH. You know, so
absolutely.
KMPH did really good today. It's doing really good today, even though July is where the date is for the launch of sales. So so here's one thing that I think is going to be huge for KMPH. I want to explain to you guys that most of the ADHD drugs are usually Schedule 2, right? So just to give you guys into like a perspective, like Schedule 1 would be your LSD, marijuana, you know, ecstasy, and then Schedule 2 drugs would be your fentanyl, hydrocortisone, and all the ADHD drugs. And then you have a Schedule 3 that is ketamine, anabolic steroids, and then you have a Schedule 4, which is going to be Ativan, Xanax. So the DEA decided to label their drug as the Schedule 4 versus the Schedule 2. So that's going to be a huge advantage, especially when you're trying to, do refills. You can do refills over the phone. And with the Schedule 2, you can't. You actually have to be there in the doctor's office for them to actually hand you prescription. So there's a lot of more follow-up when you're seeing the patient. So they are starting their launch sales in July. I'm very, very bullish. I feel like short term we can get like it's a low float. So I think we can get like $30, $40 a share for sure by December. So very bullish there for sure.
And that's awesome. That's gonna be a big, I feel like it's gonna be a big reason for the stock to move up, and honestly for the success of them, because that's a huge deal to make it a lot more accessible.
Yes, for sure, for sure. And they got the label they wanted. It's works within 30 minutes. By the way, it's funny to say, like, my son is on Focalin XR, which is, this is the prodrug of Focalin. So they pretty much made a Focalin less addicting with a less side effect and better efficacy. So my son is on Focalin XR because it works within 30 days, 30 hours. So you take it in the morning and you're ready to learn and to be focused in school. So it works within 30 days, but 30 days. Again, guys.
30 minutes.
30 minutes, but it takes a while to, usually doesn't last as long as that doctors would like to, because, the kids are going to come home and they're going to still have to work on their homework. So it is helping my son a lot. But Asteras is going to have a longer duration, up to 13 hours, and that's going to be a huge difference as well. And then there's less loss of appetite, less insomnia with it. So it's definitely going to be a winner for sure. So I'm really, really excited for KMPH. And then if you can put it up, ARDX, that's another one that I alerted you guys. I'm looking at my stock here. I hope I don't lose money while I'm talking to you guys. Jeez. IDEX took a huge dive to 288, but that's okay. I'm in at 270. Hopefully it will be a runner. The volume is huge. Anyway, so ARDX. So the PDUFA got postponed because the FDA haven't had a chance to review some of the changes of the labeling that they had to resubmit. So when they resubmitted in April, before the FDA, it was not enough time for them to review it. So it got postponed. So for me, it's just a buying opportunity to get. So I have some shares at a 670, but I also have some shares at a 750. So this is a great opportunity. I feel very confident that this is going to get approval. It can come any minute too. So you'd be caught by surprise shorts if you are shorting this stock, because it can come any minute. The FDA is just giving a date, but they could be revealing today, and tomorrow, might be approved. So I feel like this is going to be a huge winner. A lot of these nephrologists got, interviewed, and they say that they will probably use this as a first line because of the last bill burden, because the pills you got to take like, I think it's 14 pills a week versus 64 pills a week with the phosphate binders. So I feel like this is going to be a big winner. So I'm holding through PDUFA. Full disclaimer, I have 10,000 shares. I don't suggest everyone's going to do this, but I'm a risk taker and I feel confident. I have friends that work in a company that are just waiting for this product to be launched. So I'm giving the stamp of approval, and I think it's going to get approved. So I wasn't wrong at BCRX. I wasn't wrong in KMPH. I wasn't wrong in TGTX. The only wrong one I got is ATNX. So, which was a huge blow. But I'm still positive. If you have a more positive than negative, then you're ahead of the game, right? So, and another thing that I wanted to point out to you guys, if you can move over to so we have these. If you can move over to SPPI, that's my latest addition.
SPPI.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna do this one, and then, folks, while we have 285 people here watching, and only 24 likes on YouTube. So that's not a number that
Come on, guys.
That's not impressive. We've got to be pushing that. So you guys takes 2 seconds. Show some support for the show. Vivi is providing amazing knowledge here. And providing our expertise. So drop a like. I see that number moving, so thank you. Let's hit 50 likes in the next couple of minutes here. And Vivi, I'll let you get to SPPI.
If you like me, just like my show. Come on. So another thing I was going to tell you guys, somebody was asking in the chat, I kind of glanced through it. SENS. I'm still waiting. Okay, so let's go to the Spectrum Pharmaceuticals. Why I'm bullish. So they have a drug for neutropenia, so they'll be huge, right? A lot of the patients have the side effects of the chemo drug. So they have a lot of cash in hand. They have 165 million cash in hand, and they are waiting for the FDA for the inspection of their plant in Korea. And everyone is really bullish. It's supposed to be May, and then after May, we get the inspection plant ready to go, and then they're gonna set up the PDUFA, which is like a 99.9% chance of this drug getting approved. So very, very bullish here. I bought some, and I feel like there's a great potential. So if you want to go to SENS, that would be great. Because okay, I'll finish with the dance, guys. They say they missed the dance. They wanted me to dance. Finish the show with dance. So they are approved for their glucose monitor for 180 days in Europe, and they're waiting for the approval in the summer for the 180 days. Right now is 90 days. So which is amazing is, you have kids, you can just put in their arm and you monitor their blood sugar through an app, and it's for 180 days. You don't have to replace it every month. So they're waiting for what it makes me very bullish here. Roche owns like 10% of the company. Roche is huge in diagnostic. I don't know why they're waiting to buy this company. I do not have a comments, but I have a calls. I have a $3 calls for July. So I hope we get there. And then and then I finally joined the clan for HGEN. If you can just add there. They have their amazing
HG or HJ?
H as in Harry, GEN. I guess is the most talked Twitter stock. And so I didn't buy a lot because it's kind of expensive for my taste. But I bought some shares. I'm waiting for when they're gonna have approval in EUA. This drug is saving lives, and this drug has a lot of other uses for other indications. So I feel like I finally was able to, obviously I buy at a 1990, and look at me already holding a bag. But I believe in a company. I'm very excited that this drug is gonna save lives. So I finally joined the army today. And then geez, we're going out of time, right? Because I was gonna tell you guys that I also add KALA, KALA, and this company has been beaten down heavily. And so just to give you guys some perspective why I ended up finally adding to, because it's so cheap right now. They have a 2 approved drugs, so there's a lot less de-risk. And they also have this dry eye medication that it works really quick. It doesn't take months to work. And Novartis' competitor doesn't even come close to this product when it comes to efficacy. So a lot of the people in the area talk to some eye doctors, and they say that they believe that their drug, they wouldn't be surprised if Novartis will purchase this company and then make their product, their competitor, as a second-line therapy, and the KALA's product as a first-line therapy. So everyone thinks that it would be a huge potential for a buyout. So I bought it, set and forget it, and I left on my IRA. So do we have any questions that I can answer? Okay, you guys, I see here.
I saw quite a few about INFI.
INFI. I used to own an INFI, but it's just so far out. I mean, I like the company. If anybody wants to message me and let me know what is the latest, catalyst, because that's the problem with a lot of these companies, guys. If there's no near-term catalyst, these companies just get beat down. So I've been trying for example, KALA has an approved drug, right? I've been actually buying more stocks that usually have already a commercialized product or near to commercialization, because the amount of dilution that these companies do are out of control. So, and then I wanted to talk to you guys about NSPR. If you can go there. NSPR, already lost it was up for like 520. I think that I'm waiting for NASDAQ news. The float is still very small at a 7 million. Very disappointed that I really thought, because devices, from my previous experience in devices, a lot of the companies, it just take a year and a half to get approval. And they were saying here, the CEO on the last conference call that I attended said it's 3 years out. And I'm like, 3 years. I can take that money and make the money work for me over and over again, like 20 times. So I'm still gonna keep some, but every time I see a jump, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna slowly, like unload, but keep some out. But I was heavy. I think this is one of my biggest loss. I apologize because I was a firm believer, and then they hit us with the RS. So it's a letdown for sure. I still love the product. I love the team. But it's just, for people that just don't like to trade and just leave in their account and just forget it, fine. But for people that actually wanted to make their money work, it's kind of a bummer because a near term catalyst, we have the uplist and the ASIC. So hopefully there we can get enough people. I mean, the volume, all we need is a little bit of a volume to get this back to $15, $20 because the float is so tiny. So that's why I haven't completely eliminated, because all we need is volume. All we need it's a little news to get traders to come in. So that would be my spiel for NSPR. I'm bummed out like all of you, but we can go for questions. Rohan, do you want to read them to me?
Yeah, sure. Another one that I've seen a couple of times is ASXC.
Okay. Go ahead.
ASXC.
XC. Okay. So it's a surgical company. Okay. Can you check how much money they have left? Can you check? Because Benzinga Pro is really good about looking at okay, it's up $14% today.
Yeah, and that, I imagine that's why people have interest in it.
Okay.
All right, so let's see.
So it's a robotic surgery, right? Okay.
Yes. So 488 million market cap.
How much left cash do they have on hand?
Let's see. I'm looking for that. Total cash, it says 16.3 million.
Okay. I would definitely be where the burning rate is, guys, before I would invest in this company just to see what are they doing. And then so digital how you say that is a laparoscopic surgery. Oh my God, it's a mouthful. I'm Brazilian, guys. Laparoscopic surgery. Okay, I give up. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take a look. Are they trying to compete with Da Vinci? Because Da Vinci also does laparoscopic surgery. I got that wrong, right? I'll check it out, guys. I have it here, so I'll do a little research and I'll get back to you guys on Thursday.
There we go. Have we talked about Celios at all today? We have not.
We talk about Seal before. Seal looks really good, but the problem is Seal doesn't have like I told you guys, it does not have a near term PDUFA or catalyst. Like I told you guys, it's really good when you have a company that's perhaps is gonna make a big presentation at ASCO, or you just want to trade and then just kind of ride up the momentum. But these companies, if they don't have anything near term, they're gonna end up how are they gonna raise money, right? They're gonna raise money by diluting stock. So that is my hesitation. I took a glance, it looked good, but I don't think they have anything near term catalyst. So I would definitely not buy unless there's a catalyst coming up. Then I think it's going to move the price. So, but I'll take a look again, and I'll let you guys know on Thursday.
One that's been talked a lot is CTXR, Sidious. Do you have any opinions on them?
Yeah, I heard that CTXR.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had them at our conference last week, and quite a few people showed up to hear them talk. They were pretty interested.
They were? Okay. And what is again, let me just see here. Don't you hate when I hate when you go to these websites and then you don't have a timeline of events on their pipeline. There's not a graph. So I'm like here looking at this company here, and the website sucks because it's really not telling me what phase they are, you know. So they have they have a lidocaine formulation. Okay. Okay, so they have advanced to phase 3 clinical trials. So again, phase 3 can take another 2 years. So how soon they are into commercialization? So that would be my biggest concern, and how much money they have in cash. When was the last? So just to give you guys an idea, when I bought a BCRX, I had about just after an offering. I knew that they had a $300 million in cash to do for the product launch. So for example, a company that I'm really looking forward to, it's SENS in August, but they don't have enough cash, and if they're going alone and they're trying to commercialize a drug, they're going to have to do another offering, right? So that's why I have not gone and bought anything yet. I'd rather pay a little bit more and see where they are. But that's the problem. So you wanted to see how much money, you know, these companies have, and what is the last offering, right? So you don't get caught, you know, with, I'll give you guys a perfect example. And I'm not here to bash, but can you pull out EVFM?
Absolutely.
So EVFM. You guys were like trying to get me to buy this stock. You know, they had this product that I was like, you know, the product sounds okay, but it's like you put it in like a gel, and just like you would do if you had a yeast infection, and it's get all like messy down there. It's like, I'm like, I don't know if I'm a teenager that don't need any lubrication, if I would have put anything inside me. So I wasn't like super sold on a product, but for people that are like kind of like have some side effects to hormones, and it's a really good option, right, for hormones. So, but here was the problem with this company. This is a perfect example. This company had a good product, right, but the worst management. So I looked at their last ER. They're burning $45 million a quarter, and they had a $2.2 million in sales. So this is like a disaster. I mean, look at this launch of this drug, and look at a BCRX, you know, pulling 10 million and really controlling their overhead. I mean, this company were like doing OTC commercials, like nonstop. And unfortunately, they don't have that kind of caliber. So just be very, very careful when you see companies going in alone without a partnership. I feel bad for you guys, but this company is a disaster. They're hemorrhaging every day, you know, money. So I don't know how you guys gonna get out of this one. But for me, it's like I would have definitely waited for maybe a hostile takeover from another company. Who knows? Maybe they buy them out for $5 a share. But this is just to give you guys, I just wanted to like educate you guys, like give you a perfect example. You want to look at the burning rate. You want to look at the K10. You can just buy and just believe in a product. Like the CEOs of this company, they just ran, and like after having $2.2 million in sales, but because they have a $45 million, because they think they're like Gilead or Johnson & Johnson that they can put commercials on all the time, you know, they're not just did another offering. So they're just screening investors left and right. So you guys have asked about this company before, and that's why I didn't buy it. And I wouldn't buy now, not even as a dead cat bounce, in my opinion. It's too risky. So just wanted to let you guys know that. Just educating you guys why I didn't buy this, even though the product seemed okay. Because the script numbers are really good, Rohan. Like their scripts, 80% increase in scripts numbers. But again, if you have a bad management and you're burning money like crazy, it's not gonna be a good investment.
Yeah, all good things to consider. You know, product isn't everything.
No, it's not. And that's why BCRX is a gem, you guys, because the management team are amazing. And the same with KMPH. Management team is to be the Vyvanse team. Amazing. So don't fall in love with the stock just because of the product, but also look at the management and look at the track record. EVFM is a disaster. I'm sorry, Lawrence. I feel bad for you guys. So
all right, let's talk SRNE. I've seen enough comments about this one.
Okay, Sorrento is one of the stocks, right? When they have a good news, it goes up so much. So it kind of defies the logic that I told you guys, that I usually don't put anything set and forget it. But they've been really good. They have some sales, from their patch, for the lidocaine patch. So they're like a strong financially. They have a lot of inside investors. So it's not a company that I'm always afraid of diluted to the point that, the company is going to be, I'm going to need $50 a share to break even. So I have 1,000 shares of Sorrento. I used to have a lot of it. They have the pipeline looks really solid, but it's still, there's a lot of, things. But the thing is, it still likes to pump the stock. So whenever there's something good, he goes on the news. And, I think this is the perfect example of a stock to be in and out, kind of a trade and sell the news and buy back. I wish I've done that before. But I like the company, and it's in my local town. I've been there. I met with the public relations guy. So I feel like it has a bright future. So it's a set or forget it for me, which, defies the logic that I told you guys. I usually don't put set and forget companies because they dilute, but I'm not concerned about dilution here.
There we go. Okay, let's do a couple more. Eric M, I see you in the chat talking about AKBA. Seems like you're the only one commenting about it, but I will happily, let's see.
So
do you have any thoughts about it?
I sold at a loss because I got bored, to be honest with you guys. So I used to, I bought a KRX Pharma is when, AKBA merged with them. So a KERYX. And I really like the Arixia drug because it kind of addressed not only, it's not phosphate, it's potassium. No, I think it's phosphate levels, but also deals with anemia. I think there's some good potential, but now, ARDX is going to come in with the competition, and ARDX is going to have a less pill burden. I think I needed to check that out because it's not a phosphate binder. It has a different mechanism of action. So they're going to get competition coming up. So I like the company, but I just want to choose my money someplace else. So I sold. But the company is good. The drug is really good. So hopefully they can do well.
All right. I think we can do maybe one more. Vivi, do you have anything you wanted to talk about specifically? There are, obviously quite a few tickers coming through in the chat.
Let me see. They wanted me to dance. We got to save 1 minute for me to dance. Just kidding. Okay. I missed the dancing. Let me see. Okay. ITRM. What is ITRM looking like, Rohan, right now?
ITRM is they're sitting at $1.12.
Okay.
Looks like they've been kind of on their move down, trading sideways a little bit. Might be picking up momentum again.
So I was with a lot of people, got in at 290, thinking, the chart looked really good, but any chart can be broken with the, bad news. And we had the market turn red last 2 months ago. So I had a lot of wins in January, February. So I sold at a huge losses to make up my wins. Kind of a crazy, right? But I did that because I didn't want it to pay a lot of taxes. Here is my thought process on this, guys. Every time I see a AdCom meeting, is every time I see that a drug needs a panel of doctors and nurses and patients to convince another panel of specialists to approve this drug, it's for me the red flag, right? So it's one indication only. They failed 3 trials, and now they have an indication for uncomplicated UTI. I don't see, Cipro works most of the time. I'm a little worried. Like, I would have buy this because here's another thing. It's like one pointy trick, right? So it's one and done. If they don't make, guys, this is it for this company. This company is like it. That's another thing. Like if you have a BCRX, you know, where they have like all the things in pipeline. If you didn't have one that made it, you can be like, okay, maybe I can hold. So this is one pointy trick. And I would be really, really worried to hold through PDUFA. I would not hold through PDUFA. But you guys can maybe, you know, try to play the run-up. It's, I think, July. I don't know if it is set a date for AdCom meeting. But for my previous experience, I've been screwed with AdCom meetings. And I stay away from stocks that have the meeting. So when I bought it in February, in January, I bought it for the chart. I thought we were gonna do well, and then I was gonna just swing it short term because it was still like 4 or 5 months out from approval, and that was a bad trade. So that would be my honest opinion. I hope you guys do well on it, but it's for me, it's too risky, you know. So, and I guess I'll do the last dance. I'll do the BioCrest dance. I'll see you guys on Tuesday.
All right. Thank you, Vivi, for an amazing show. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. You guys did great. I just want to say we passed 100 likes. We're at 112. So you guys definitely, you know, got better at that. So we appreciate it. Pump that up. And we will see you next Thursday. Don't forget to bring your questions. We'll talk tickers again.
Next Thursday, this Thursday, or no?
That's what I mean. Thursday coming up in 2 days. That's how the week works. Thursday.
So this Thursday. I will look at the chat here and check for you guys what I can research. So it was nice to see you all. Thanks for joining, you guys. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone. And I'm gonna play a little commercial just in case you guys didn't know. Benzinga.com. We have an FDA calendar, which if you're into trading biotechs, lots of useful information there. So make sure to check it out. And we will see you on Thursday. All right.